The vehicle in this video was borrowed from Gerald Kia in Naperville. Stop in and check out their impressive inventory and purchase a vehicle, but only if you want the best warranty in the Midwest. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2023 Kia Rio S. Up front is a 1.6 liter inline 4, and down below is an IVT. Now, I am super excited to be driving this Kia Rio for one main reason. This vehicle is affordable. Brand new out the door, the manufacturer's suggested retail price is $18,515 for this exact car. And so in today's era, it is hard to find a vehicle that is under $20,000 brand new. And so today I'm going to give you a tour and a review of one of those very few options, the Kia Rio S. But if you would like to submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me, you can head on over to my website, zackpradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form, takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. But let's get back to that 1.6 liter under the hood. Well, it makes 120 horsepower, which isn't anything groundbreaking, and it is the only engine offered here in the Kia Rio. The Kia Rio is actually only currently offered in two different trim levels, the LX and the S, this being the S model. Now, the 1.6 liter is fine. It's a relatively durable engine as long as you keep up with the maintenance, and so that's all I really worry about for a vehicle at this price point. Like I said, paired to it is an IVT, which really is the same as a CVT. And what IVT stands for is Intelligent Variable Transmission, meaning there are no set gears, it's adjustable, and will change ratios while driving. What that mumbo jumbo means is it's an automatic and it's fine. Last but not least, the Kia Rio is only offered in front-wheel drive. So how does it feel to drive the Kia Rio from 2023? Well, it's an okay experience. Visibility out the front is actually pretty good, and I would say it's one of the Rio's strongest points. Steering isn't too heavy, the throttle is decently responsive. However, you are going to get some road noise and some road feel while driving around. This is an economy car built for economy purposes, and so you're not going to have much isolation from the road that you're traveling. And that's okay. Again, to be expected. I would highly recommend test driving one just in general, but especially if ride quality is very important to you, you might want to take one out on the road and see how you like it. But with that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have physical gauges and a screen. Off to the left, I have my tachometer and coolant temperature. Off to the right, I have my speedometer and fuel. And in the center, I get a little digital gauge, giving me some basic information about the vehicle. This is very commonplace in most Kia products. On the steering wheel, on the left, I have my voice command and audio mode, as well as my volume, skip track, and phone options. And off to the right, I do have my cruise control options. This does not have adaptive radar cruise control. Off to the left, I do have a climate control vent, my gauge dimmer switch, and traction control buttons. And moving out of the door, we have my power mirror adjustments, power locks, child locks, and power windows. Moving into the center, we do get a decent sized infotainment system. Now, there's nothing crazy about this sound system or this system itself. However, it does actually get wireless Apple CarPlay as standard, and of course wireless Android Auto as well, which is hard to find in upper trim Kias because they have bigger screens, and Apple doesn't allow for wireless CarPlay on certain size screens. So even a fully loaded Kia EV6 doesn't get wireless CarPlay, but the Kia Rio does, which is a fantastic feature. This is what the backup camera looks like. All Kia Rios have backup cameras. Actually, all cars sold in America are legally required to have backup cameras, and so this is what the Rio's camera looks like. Don't let a dealer sell you on the fact that it has a backup camera if it's a new car. They are all required too. So just a little tidbit for going in and purchasing your vehicle. Then we do have our hazard switch and our climate controls. I don't get dual zone or anything like that. However, I do have AC temperature off to the left, fan speed in the center, where to send it off to the right, as well as my AC button and rear defrost. Then I do get a USB-A as well as a 12-volt outlet, a little cubby, and then I do have a sport mode button if I would like the transmission to shift a little bit more aggressively, help give me a little bit more power. Then we do have the shifter itself, very standard shifter you'll find in most, if not all, other Kia products. We have a physical handbrake, and then we have cup holders. So we will do a big friggin' bottle test here in the Kia Rio S from 2023, and unfortunately it fails. The seats are cloth. They are decently comfortable. I don't really have any major complaints about them. They are manual. Unfortunately, there are no power seats offered in the Kia Rio S, but that's okay. It's something you can live with. However, speaking of seats, we do have back seats, so let's go do a back seat review. All right, so we're in the back of the 2023 Kia Rio S, and a couple of things to note. This is my driving position. This seat's a little bit further back. This is my driving position, and my knees aren't hitting the seat in front of me. My head isn't hitting the ceiling, even with my goofy Walmart sunglasses on my head, which is very nice to see. I do get a USB charger down below. I don't get a center console, and it's the same similar cloth seats as found up front. Same material. They're a little hard. They're not the most comfortable thing on God's green earth, but that's okay. I really am impressed with the interior packaging of the Rio. I actually fit back here as a 5'11", not small adult man, and so that is a big win, and I would honestly say it has better backseat space than the Mazda 3 hatchback that I personally own, so that's kind of nice. Let's hop out. We'll take a quick look at the trunk and cargo space, and then we'll talk about the looks. All right, around the back of the Kia Rio, I do have a press and hold button here on the key, and I do get a physical key. I did want to mention that. You do put it in and turn it. This is not one of those cars where you keep it in your pocket and it's a push button. So just something to note. But press and hold there, and it does actually pop the trunk up, which is pretty nice to see. Now, we do have the floor mats because this is a new car. We want to keep it fresh for the first owner. But once we are in the trunk here, pretty decent, actually very decent size. Kia has done a fantastic job, like I said with the back seat, of the interior packaging. It is bigger on the inside, and this is what's missing from modern economy cars. I praised the Toyota Echo for a similar style, and that car came out over 20 years ago. So very cool to see that that has still been the case. I do get a spare tire, which again, hard to find. The Dodge Hornet, you have to pay $400 extra for the spare tire, but not in the Kia Rio. So love to see that. I don't get any trunk liner up here, which again speaks to the economy of it, but who cares? If you're being judged on your trunk liner, you should probably get a new group of friends. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and I do really love this blue color. A lot of Kia Rios come in white, black, silver, the occasional red. This really does stick out. And the Kia Rio hasn't really changed its exterior design in the last couple of years since I filmed one, so nothing new to note there. I think it's a relatively handsome car, and I wouldn't upchuck my lunch anytime I got into it, so that's a big win. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving a 2023 Kia Rio S? Well, I'm not writing any new books here. It's an economy car meant for economy purposes. But I do want to bring up an argument. Why would you buy this over, let's just say, a used Lexus? Because that kind of takes maintenance off the table. Those are known to be pretty reliable. I'm showing a couple here as some options. You can find the names down below if one of those interests you. But let's just say you could find one of those for $18,000 with decently low miles. A big benefit of buying a used Lexus is going to be the comfort and options that you're going to get. You're going to get heated and powered seats. You're going to get a nicer ride quality. You're going to get more power. And you are going to have a more luxurious experience for the same amount of money. And that can be pretty enticing, but I do want to offer just a couple of things that might give the Kia Rio a leg up. First of all, you're going to buy this car with a warranty. The manufacturer's warranty, directly from Kia themselves, is a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a 5-year, 60,000-mile limited basic warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile roadside assistance. So at the bare minimum, you are going to be completely covered for 60,000 miles, and with the powertrain up to 100,000 8,000 miles. So if you drive 1,000 miles a month, that warranty is going to last you 8.3 years. Or if you drive less than that, you're going to get the full 10-year warranty, an entire decade worth of a warranty. That is amazing. You also would be owning a vehicle with little to no mileage, and as someone who bought a new car a couple of years ago, that was a big selling point to me. I wanted to be the first owner. I didn't want to have to deal with the problems that a previous owner might have done to a car. For instance, you might buy a used Lexus, sure, but maybe the previous owner was a big fan of acrylic nails and the entire interior is scratched. Maybe you find one, but the previous owner was a smoker, and so you have to deal with that stench and the yellowing on the headliner throughout your time. You're not going to get those issues with the new Kia Rio because you're the first person. You have a completely fresh slate. Now, both this and a used Lexus or whatever used vehicle you might be looking at can seem like equal deals. And so I hope this video sort of helped you lean one way or another. Maybe you might be rethinking that used Lexus, or maybe you might be rethinking the Kia Rio. If features and comfort are the top of your list, the Kia Rio is not for you. But if you want simple transportation with a solid powertrain warranty, well, look no further than the $18,515 Kia Rio. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful on your automotive journey. Whatever car you end up purchasing, whether it be something like this or something completely different, I hope the car treats you well, and I hope you find a vehicle that makes you happy. Huge thank you to Gerald Kia in Naperville for letting me take out their Kia Rio S. This car was fantastic to drive. I really do love offering more basic, affordable vehicles to my viewers, and they are absolutely awesome. Top-notch customer service, and I can't thank them enough. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.